This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Let's see. Big O and Bill, how are you guys doing? Hope all is well. Out of all the players on the Fins, who do you think has the most to prove this season? Josh Rosen, bro. Josh Rosen's the guy, man. He's been crapped on by two teams. They went and drafted two guys to replace him after, a year. He's becoming the forgotten man. He's going to lose out on his entire career. Forget about the Dolphins, because obviously they drafted Tua, so that's really the guy they want now to be the guy. And Tua has all that it factor that comes with it, that when you talk about marketing, oh, my Lord, it is just a gold mine with that kid. Not that Rosen can't be marketed the same way, but it's just he doesn't have that it factor that Tua brings. So Rosen, to me, is the guy that has to prove it more than anybody else. And not because the Dolphins are going to benefit greatly from it or anything, because really his improvement will lead to him getting traded, and so they can get the most value in return. You know what I'm saying? So it's more about personally for Rosen. He's at a crossroad right now, Alex, that if he doesn't figure things out, his career's over. And he's only going to be looked at as a backup and a guy that is just depth. And no longer will anybody look at him as a viable starting option. And that's the part that he needs to keep. It's kind of like us, okay, as single men and women. As you get older, you become less desirable on the market. You know what I'm saying? And you sense it and you feel it as you get older, right?
Shelf life kills you.
Exactly. So eventually, Josh Rosen's shelf life is going to end. His sexiness is going to end. And people are going to look at it and just say, just a jag, just a backup, a guy that we could use for a week or two if our guy gets injured. That's about it. And that's what he's got to avoid. He's got to avoid getting ugly, getting wrinkles. He's got to avoid, osteoporosis. He's got to avoid arthritis. He's got to avoid all the stuff that happens as you get older and you end up on the bench, okay? And they no longer look at you as that attractive person anymore. So Josh Rosen, to me, is the guy that's got more than anything else on the line, because we're talking about a quarterback. We're talking about the most important position in all of pro sports. And this guy has an opportunity of creating that value once again for him, which would be priceless. So Josh Rosen.
You make it sound like this guy's on the verge of getting Geritol, man.
Yeah, he's basically.
You know what? I agree with you. You know who's like right there second? Obviously, X coming off the injury and the issue. See how he comes back. Can Parker do it for 2 years in a row? And can Gesicki continue what we saw?
Right. But for me.
Well, Rosen's got. Yeah, because you're right. If he doesn't do it, man, he's going to get labeled, and he's going to be a bench guy.
He's done. So it's all more for Rosen than anything else. It has really nothing to do with you or me or the team, or it's not really that all of us are going to benefit from it. It's more Josh Rosen personally. He is at a crossroad, and I said a couple of days, I think last week, I said that dog needs to show that he can bite. It's time, and if Rosen doesn't turn the corner, he's going to bury himself.